Hi all, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can migrate a .atmx file or a Metabot file from your previous version of Automation Anywhere, that is v11, to A360. And this is not related to the bulk migration wizard that we would be running, but it is related to one particular file at a time. So for that, we already have an action. If you type migration over here, you'll get to know bot migration package, and under bot migration package we have migrate legacy bot and update bot. Okay, so update bot is used for converting A360 bot that uses IE browser, IE to Edge, but for now we'll be using migrate legacy bot. So let me drag and drop here. Migrate legacy bot, it migrates your v11 or v10 bots to A360, and both the files can be included, .atmx file as well as .mbot file. So in this video I'm going to demonstrate with the Metabot file. Okay, similarly you can do it with the atmx file as well. Here we have to select the Taskbot or a Metabot file that we are going to migrate, or that we wish to migrate, and then in output folder you can specify the path on your local drive where all the files, generally it will contain the XML files. So for now I have created one folder at C drive and I'll mention that as a path. This is totally optional. If you want to see the migrated files, the logic file in an XML format, then definitely you can give a drive here or a folder here. Otherwise you can keep it blank, as it says optional. Okay, and then we have two options, using Excel cell row legacy behavior and overwrite the file if exist. I will choose overwrite the file. If you're doing it for the first time, it's not needed, and the rest of the settings I'll not touch. I'll leave them as it is. Now then you have two options here, from control room file, desktop file, and variable. So you can either have your ATMX or Metabot file at the control room level, then you can definitely choose it from the control room, or from your desktop browser, or variabilize it. Once you can pass the file variable. For passing the file variable, what you have to do is you have to create a variable of type file, which I've already created here, f file path, and in that file path you have to mention the default value. For example, your control room file you can mention here, or you can mention a file from desktop folder. So you have to browse to that Metabot file. I'll paste that path and I'll say apply. So now this folder, this file path variable, which is of type file, already contains the Metabot file path. Okay, and I'll assign that over here, f file path. Now whichever Metabot file is present onto this location will be converted into A360 format. Okay, and what happens to the Metabot? So in v11 we had this concept of Metabot, which contains the logic, different logic of a DLL, different methods of a DLL. Okay, but in A360 there is no Metabot. Your DLL, your Metabot, is converted into a Taskbots. So each logic that you had as part of your Metabot will be converted into individual Taskbots, and the DLL will be added as a reference. We'll see that in an action. So now I am all done with this command. I just need to run it. Here you are seeing two options because I was trying something out with the triggers. That's why I have added a trigger. That's why you're seeing this option as well. In general, if you remove the statement of the trigger, you will not see this option. So let me run this now. Once you run this bot, it will take some time to pick that file and convert it into A360 format. As you can see, it is migrating, and once the bot runs successfully and there are no errors of converting that Metabot file to A360 format, it will not throw any error and you'll get a successful run. In case there is any error, we have already enabled a message box in our catch block. so we'll get to know about it. Otherwise we can go to our logs, audit logs, and check for the error. It's taking some time. Here we go. Your bot has run successfully. Let me close this and go to another tab, and let's see here. In my private tab, we have this word Metabot, and these are the logic files. These are all the logic of v11 got converted into a individual taskbots, and here you can see the references of the DLL file as well. There are two DLL files, word wrapper DLL and interop DLL, and the rest of the logics got converted into a taskbot. Let me open one of the logic or a taskbot and see here. So as you can see here, it got created like this, referring to the DLL and a session name, and then in the run function it is actually passing the input variable. Here it is passing a document path, and close document discard change is the method name from that DLL, word wrapper DLL. So that's how your each logic of v11 gets converted into a taskbot, individual taskbots. So these are all the logic which were present in v11, and in A360 if you want to use them, you just need to call them as a subtask in your any of the master task or a main task which you want to use. So guys, that's all about how you can migrate individual files or Metabot files in A360. In case you have any questions or queries, please do comment down below this video and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Happy automating.